We marveled at the birth of artificial intelligence, not knowing it would become the defining force of our era. In the early days, AI was a curiosity and academic pursuit, a chess-playing program, a chatbot that could mimic conversation. From Alan Turing's vision in the 1950s to the first neural networks and expert systems, we saw glimpses of machines that could reason, learn, and adapt. By the 2010s, AI quietly slipped into our daily lives, powering search engines, recommending movies, filtering spam. But it was the 2020s that changed everything. When ChatGPT and its successors burst onto the scene, the world was captivated. Here was an AI that could write, code, analyze, and conversingly creative, astonishingly versatile. Businesses rushed to adopt it, and for a brief moment, it seemed everyone could profit. Productivity soared, costs fell, and new opportunities emerged. Yet, as the novelty wore off, the consequences became clear. Jobs once thought secretary, evil analysts, customer service agents, even some creative professionals began to disappear. At first, the impact was subtle, a slow trickle of layoffs and restructuring. But as AI systems grew more capable, the pace quickened. By 2025, millions had been displaced, and the social fabric began to strain. 3 years in, AI and robotics worked together to automate warehouses, offices, and retail. A GIVNX leap emerged in labs and boardrooms, immediately outperforming humans in knowledge work and decision-making. Unemployment surged, the middle class shrank. For many, the promise of AI had turned to anxiety. 5 years in, the disruption accelerated. Robots, guided by AGI, entered hospitals, construction sites, and classrooms. Professions vanished almost overnight. Social safety nets frayed as governments struggled to keep up with the scale of change. Inequality grew sharper. A small elite owned the algorithms and machines, while billions faced uncertain futures. 10 years in, the world was transformed. Nearly every job, from manual labor to management, from art to engineering, was either automated or fundamentally changed. Human labor was no longer essential for the economy to function. The old rules no longer applied. Societies faced a stark choice: adapt to a world where work was no longer the center of life, or risk unrest and collapse. AI started the revolution, but AGI and robotics finished it, changing the game and humanity forever. We marveled at what we had built, but in the end, it was our own ingenuity that forced us to reinvent what it means to live, to work, and to find purpose in a world run by machines.